Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Herbert off of play action. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Herbert just beat the play clock.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Here's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert
keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
19 tight.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Third and long, it's Herbert. That'll be caught. It's caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 36 yards. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys...
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Rams.
Saquon Barkley, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Now Ryland for the PAT.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Inside the 20.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Golden Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Alan Troutman.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Golden Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
The final shot before the break for Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando
Both
to check
of these
in
coaching
with
staff with some big
Coachman
decisions
and
to
our
make
EA
coming up
Sports
as the
halftime
preseason
report.
draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete.
And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here. This is caught. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
That one good for 14 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. And that's caught inside the 35. He may go. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 68 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He's still on his feet. Now look out, DJ Moore. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Moore, 93 yards. And the Rams have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 40-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. 11 yards there. First down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Minshew sets to throw.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now an audible here into something else.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Golden Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. Negative there of 4 yards. This is 1st and 10. SEC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And some room to work. Down the sideline he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ.
And I think the ball's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big